Hello my dudes, and welcome back to another video. My name is Sienna and I make Animal Crossing, New Horizons, and other cozy gaming content here on YouTube. You could look, the title of this video is weird, right? Like, who wants to make an ugly build in Animal Crossing? Me. I do. I want to make an ugly build here. Now, don't get me wrong. I love decorating islands. I love making pretty builds, or I love at least trying to make pretty builds. But I thought it would be a fun little change of pace to do something different. So I chose a villager who I thought is not one of the cuter villagers. I think they're pretty ugly, actually, if you ask me. And I'm going to make an exterior for them in Happy Home Paradise, but I'm going to try to make it as ugly as possible. I'm going to try to make it as horrid and ugly and smelling as I think this villager is. I don't mean to bully them. I'm sorry if you like them, but ew, they're not for me. Initially, I was going to choose Mira to do this build after because she's my sworn enemy, and also I think she's the ugliest villager in game. However, I don't have her amiibo, but guess whose amiibo I do have? Hippo. Yep, I do have his amiibo, so we are going to go to Happy Home Paradise. We're going to scan him in and build him a very ugly, disgusting home. Let's go. I don't know what it is about this man, about this dude, that I just don't like him, okay? His color's gross. He is irritating. I don't know what it is. I'm so sorry. He asked for a little art studio home, and I feel a little bit sad and a little bit bad that I didn't give him what he wanted, because, like, I feel bad. Hippo has dreams and aspirations. I might think he's ugly and gross and ew, but, like, you know, he still has a life. He still has things that he wants in life, and here I am about to build him an ugly exterior. I did not let this guilt stop me, though. I'm still going to be building him a very, very ugly home. So, here's that process. I've never tried to do anything like this in Animal Crossing New Horizons before, so I knew this was going to be kind of like a hard process. It's going to be kind of difficult to try and build something that doesn't look good. Not only me, but I feel like us, like, as an Animal Crossing community, as, you know, a community who really, really values aesthetics and pretty cute things, trying to make an ugly build on purpose just seems completely different and, like, backwards to what we're used to. So I knew this was going to be more difficult than I was anticipating. Also, there are not that many ugly items in Animal Crossing. I tried to just spam and place down a bunch of ugly, quote unquote, ugly items that I could. I did eventually get a group of things that I did want to use in this build, such as the wheat fields, some mush furniture. I've got a couple hay beds, some cardboard furniture, and those decayed trees. The first little part of this build was just me kind of placing fencing, trying to move around some of the furniture items that I had spammed to make them a little bit more cohesive and just, I don't know, placed in a way where they make sense. I don't have a lot to talk about there. It's literally just me moving around and changing some items. So I'll go ahead and let you vibe to the music for a little bit while you watch me build. After a few minutes of customizing and rearranging the items, I still felt like the vibes were off. I realized it was because it was too green. Everything just looked too alive and green and lush. So I did change the season to fall. I think the yellowish, greenish grass made it look a little bit more dead, which is kind of funny because normally in Animal Crossing, fall is my favorite season. I live for these, like, warm, orangish, yellowish grass colors. But in this build specifically, I think because I was trying to make it look gross, it just, the color of the ground reminded me of the color of Hippo's self, and I was just like, ew. Ew, it's gross. Like, no, I don't like it, which was good. I wanted to have that reaction to what I was building. It sounds so weird. I did change the house's roof and door for some reason. I just thought the lighter color suited better. And I started placing a couple more items. The item that really changed this build for me were the shopping carts. Why? I don't know. As soon as I placed these shopping cart items, I instantly knew that this build was going to come together the way that I wanted. The carts being there just kind of reminded me of living in, like, a maybe overpopulated and dirty city, or living with a hoarder, which I kind of made his exterior kind of look like a hoarder's home. I just filled it to the brim with items. And the shopping carts just helped that mood and that, I want to say that aesthetic, but it's not an aesthetic. A trash aesthetic? Who wants that? It just made it feel more trashy and gross, dingy. I don't know. I wish they had a rusted version of the cart though. That would have been great. But these shopping carts still, I feel like they made the build what it is. I don't know why I'm now obsessed with these shopping carts and I want to use them in every single build. From now on, please and thank you. That's all. The middle of the build leading to Hippou's house was initially quite empty, so I put a dirt path just leading from the bridge to his house. I filled it with some weeds, different custom designs. Most of the custom designs I had were just old ones that I had saved from my old island. So I had a lot of logs and rocks, which I just placed around to make this space look more messy. I also added a couple of the new farming items. So I placed 2 wheat starts in the ground, and then later on I also placed a sugarcane start. I just think that the little piles of dirt, like the little mounds of dirt that they come in, fit the vibe perfectly. To finish this build, I put in a couple more custom designs on the ground, rocks, a little log path, I don't know. And then I also changed the weather to rainy just to, I don't know, bring the whole mood together. And with that, here's the final reveal of Hippou's ugly, trashy home. Again, like I was saying in the beginning, it's really, really hard to make an ugly, like a quote-unquote ugly build here in Animal Crossing. The lack of ugly items, and just the way that the art style of the game is, it's really hard to make something look intentionally gross. But I did try my best by using a very specific color palette and also a select number of items that I thought could potentially fit the vibe of the house that we were going for today. If there are any other in-game items that you would have used for an ugly build, please let me know in the comments. I would love to try this again, preferably for Mira, if I ever get her amiibo, because she deserves an ugly house. Let me know what villager you would make an ugly house for. I would love to know who your most hated enemy in Animal Crossing is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I'm not quite sure if I captured Hippou's essence properly, but I did try my very best. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I will see you very, very soon in the next video. Until then, stay safe and take care. Bye!